Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to look into how to make a messaging app. It is a little more complicated than what we usually make, but we need to take a step forward. Now, you need to create a project first of all and name it whatever you want. I have named it to be a messaging app. You can start with whatever. It's an empty project, so we will add into it slowly. Next thing is we need to create an app. So you can create a new project or add an app to an existing project, and then start. So let's start with adding a new project. But it's totally up to you. You can even add to an existing project. So after that, we need to add analytics in it. Configure Google Analytics. Let's create a new one with message app, and you can analytics location, it can be US, India, whatever. So I'll keep the analytics location to be India, so most, because if I end up adding this application, it will first be seen mostly in your current country in the beginning. After that, it will go to other countries, so I would prefer to get the Indian analytics first. Then you need to create a project. So I hope you have understood till this phase. We have done this a few times in the previous tutorials, so I guess by now you guys are acquainted with it. Now next, after this, we have to add analytics into this project. So let's go to that particular application and we will figure out that this is of Android. Add in the package. So I'm gonna go here, add in this package, like whatever package you have, package name, and for time being we won't add any SHA or anything, and this is going to be messaging app. So next we are going to do download of Google services.json, and we are going to press next, and we are going to copy these services. So I think you guys already know that by now. So we are going to add it in here, the service, and we are going to add Google. We're going to add Google Firebase into this. Okay. And once that is done, we're going to add this plugin as well. So we're going to sync all that together now. So once that is done, we're going to go next and we're going to wait for it to be initiated. But first we need to get the Google JSON file. So we're going to copy this and we're going to add it here in the project, and we're going to add it in the app. So there are lots of things that it will be syncing up to, so let it sync and then we'll be back. Once Google Services is added, we have to just sync, and then I have already made it run. So right now it's just a blank app with hello world in between. Yeah, so this is still loading. This takes time, so let it be as it is. We are going to move forward with next phase, that is adding the database in it. So next we are going to go for the database. In order to go to database, we have to go to the database option on the left hand side of the Firebase screen. and then you need to click on create database. Now we are going on for the real-time database, so let's go ahead with that. Start in production mode again. We're going to change the settings. This is, yeah, we'll keep it US Central for now and click on done. Once everything is done, you'll get to see the screen. Now there's Cloud Firestore on top. Click on that and click on real-time database. That's what we're going to use today. Now real-time database is basically, it will give you data instantly if there's any changes in the DB. So you literally have like a live data there. So we'll quickly make some few things here. We will make a name. So this will be our root node, and in it we are going to add, for example, my name right now. Okay, and the value, let's keep it test, and let's see if that works. So I'm just adding in anything actually, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, so let's go back to the application and let's go to main activity and see what we can do there. So first thing is that we need to get an instance of this Firebase database. So there's one class called Firebase and database. Oh, okay, yeah. So in order to set this up, we need to go to docs. Not this docs, we need to go to this help and get a real-time database help. So in this way, what we're going to do, okay, real-time developer docs is the one that we require. And here they are going to say what APIs we require and everything, so you'll get to know. So real-time database, we are setting it up for Android. So here is the Android setup. Once you click on it, you'll get to see what you need to do. A full tutorial in here, but all we need right now is this implementation. So we're going to go back to Gradle and we are going to go back to the Firebase database and let it sync. Once the syncing is done, now we can move forward with adding the code, and this time Firebase database will be available. So let's try that. So we have the Firebase database here, and just try to get an instance like db is equal to Firebase database.get instance. And next, so that's the first line that we require for having an instance of the Firebase database, and after that we need to get the node and the child, whichever child or node that we require for this of the Sparkler database. Okay, so there is something called database reference. So that is exactly what is going to help us in getting a reference of the DB. So import this, import this class as well, and then we will name this as mref. So all this you can get it through documentation, everything is written there, but for time being I'm just gonna brush through it. So we are going to get a reference of the DB here, so you can just get the reference of that. But then if you remember, we have the root node here as message. So I mean, you can change it into whatever you want. Let's try to rename that to chat. Okay, and let's keep a value of p. This will again have a sub value, so it will all be maybe random, any value, and just add it. Okay, so this is one. What we need to do is we need to get to the root node, which is chat, and we need to get its child. So I'm going to grab the chat path, and then we are going to get the child. So the child is Mompy, right? So we have exactly, the path to Mompy, and now inside this is where I'm going to add all the data in, right? So right now, where are we? We are here. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to add an event listener so that if there's any change in the database, it's going to let us know. Okay, so we are going to add value event listener. So this is going to help us to understand if there's any value change in the database, and it's going to update here accordingly for us, right? Now, if you have a look, if the data changes, it's going to be all the children of this particular node. So what we're going to do is we're going to get each node and get the value out of it, right? So let's do that. So this is what is going to show us what is there in the DB, right? And call in here, and if there is any error, just add error, and add error here, dot get details. So this will tell us what is the issue. We'll look into it. Okay, so this is the first phase that's going to help us understand what's in the DB. So let's quickly look at it and see if it prints out for us whatever is there in the DB, the one that I saved under my name. So let's have a look at that. So we get an error here. What is the error about is we have some permissions denied here, right? So what we're going to go and what we're going to do is we need to give access to apps. So for time being, what we're going to do is we're going to give access to this using these rules. So let's have a look at the rules and see how it's happening. So you have here read, write, false. We need to make this to true, okay, so that anybody can read it and write into it. Just quickly publish it, and these rules are available now. So let's try it one more time. So I realized one thing, that this is not working in simulator for some reason. All we have to do is work from a physical device, which I'm connected to right now. And once that's done, I'll let you have a video of how my app is going to look like. So for now, let's go ahead with this then. So as you can see, when I ran, I got the child value here, which is ZDFJK. So you got the point. Now next thing that we have to do is we need to add data into this. So in order to do that, we will be adding some UI changes. So first of all, we will remove this. So we'll make it into linear layout. And after that, we are going to add in a few things. So we'll be adding some text view and adding like width to be match parent, but height we are going to make it wrap content. Let's let's see how it goes. We're going to change it accordingly. And then after that, next we're going to add in one more linear layout. So this is going to have an orientation of vertical. We are going to keep this orientation as horizontal. Okay, so this is going to be match parent. Oh, this is going to be width is going to match parent, and then height also is going to match parent. Okay. Now after that, what we're going to do is we're also going to add orientation here. The orientation is going to be a horizontal. Okay. Now in here, we're going to add edit text because that's where we'll be typing a message. So that again, just add it. However, we are going to change it according to the weight later on. So there's going to be wrap content, and then this is going to be button. Okay, so again, this is width is going to be wrap content, is going to be wrap content. So once that's done, we have everything in place. Next, what we need to do is we will look into the weight. So in here, what we're going to do is we're going to add in the weight, the total weight first in the parent layout. So here we'll be using weight sum. Now once that's done, we will add some random amount for now, and then we will see how it goes in future. So we will be letting it cover the whole screen. So for that reason, I'm putting 10. In text view, we will add most probably 9 to cover the rest of the region. Yeah, so also again, if you have the weight height, you can set it to 0. The weight will take over it. Same goes with the linear layout, and after that we will just add a linear layout weight for 1 of 1, so that it looks like that, as you can see. But I think there's some kind of issue, so we need to bring both the edit text and the button in the same line. So for that we need to add some weight on the layout, like the linear layout. So we'll put a weight sum of maybe 4. So after that, let's see how it works. Layout weight of 3, and again layout weight 1 for button. So again we need to remove for width, make it 0 dp, and same goes for the button. So it actually looks like this in real, so we are changing the weight so that we can adjust accordingly. As I mentioned before, it totally depends on how it's looking like, nothing static here. So let's see. Yeah, we will increase the linear layout weight, keeping it 11, and now it looks a little better though. So same goes for the bottom bar. We need to add some margin on the left hand side, on the right hand side, so that it looks a little prettier. Now it looks much better. So let's add a text for the send button. It's going to be just plain send text. So I guess that's it. So we will also be adding an ID for this, so that we can refer to them back. Here I'm adding it as chat, and here I'll be adding it as message. And for button, lastly, I'm going to add an ID of send. Add in the IDs. So all of them are done. Now we are going to add an on-click listener on the send button. So let's do that. Send.set on-click listener. And we're going to add new on-click listener. So once that is done, we are going to add whatever message is in message, we are going to send that to the server, right? What we do is we have mref, which we created as reference to that particular node. We're going to take that and we're going to push it in it and add a value. So set value here, and that value is going to be the message. So we are going to add message dot get text dot to string, right? So that's done, and once that's done, the main thing is over. Now we need to show it on the text view as well. So in order to show it there, that it's live there, what we are going to do is we're going to take the text view. Oh, sorry. We're going to take the chat and we're going to add the text. So we're going to let's do one thing. Let's add a variable here, string dot chat text equal to, and after that chat text equal to chat text plus this, right? And I want to differentiate it, so I'm going to add a next line as well, right? So this is going to help me differentiate all the texts, the different texts, and once that's done, then I'm going to add it to chat. Set text and chat text. Okay, so that's done. Let's quickly run that. So in the output, we can already see the data that we have fetched from the server. And let's add some text here, and then after that let's do send. So here, as you can see, the text is going and it is sending it to the server, and the server is getting it. So this is all about the real time. Don't forget to add an empty string here, and that's it. Thank you so much guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe my channel, and hope to see you guys soon in the next part. Thanks and bye.